the full beefy frontliner meta, dude.
Against the CC, which is interesting.
Very interesting.
Oh, let's see. What do they pick up? Oh, what? They're hovering over a Ling.
No
Could
way.
it be?
Hazel.
Wait a second.
The 5 jungle bans. I just want to say how much prio Liquid have on Hazel. 5 jungle bans.
Fanny, Joy, Suyo, Hanzo, and Yama.
Definitely interesting. This used to be something that would happen against Fabian, not Hazel. Now with 2 picks to go right here. Oh, Tigreal.
A flashy
And it's a Ling! Wow. Just, wow. Hazel, you mad lad. Keskute, you mad lad.
I mean, this was a pick that TLID were the ones to bring out for Fabian. 0% win rate. We saw the WR earlier on before with the Tigreal now being picked up. How do you think TLID will respond to this? Technically, they just need a hero for Yehezkiel.
Something with that's a bit safe, I think, would be good because there's so many threats here from the side of RRQ. Some mobility would be nice. Crowd control would be cool as well. I mean, if they want to go with just the good old Vexana for control, right? To use this aggressive style, to use these front lines to kind of bully RRQ, they can do that as well.
But if we're talking safe, Aurora.
Sicilian is also very, very safe. They play with this range, but
Against the Ling.
I want to say this is a very, very greedy lineup. They have a Ling, CC, and a Granger. All of them really need farm. At least they don't have another, like, they don't have a Sicilian. If they had a Sicilian too, then that would be a problem. So they're still gonna have to balance the farm between these 3. I think Dyron's gonna be the one that takes the hit.
Might be the case for sure. But with 2 fighters though, with the Hylos and Gatot, I mean, for Team Liquid, they have this chance to just go flank and box in RRQ with the Avatar of the Guardian. That's great. And now they can also double down and use the Glorious Pathway to catch RRQ. So if RRQ can't really bring the fight towards Team Liquid, that's going to be a difficult situation to be in. So I think they're going to be forced to play a certain way right here to try and use that mid lane dominance to try and do something.
So, will RRQ be able to do it? Ladies and gentlemen, our opening game in the rematch of the Grand Finals between the Kings of Kings and the Cavalry. RRQ TLID Game 1. Let's get into the Land of Dawn.
Immediately you can hear "Let's go Liquid" chanted right behind us right here. But all across for RRQ as well. Yeah, the fan base have been crazy this season. But in the early game, watch for the mid lane though. Aggression coming in from both teams.
Yeah, but Rince is the one that's taking a lot of damage. Because Yehezkiel, first blood.
Very nice opening. It'll help Yehezkiel with the stacks as well. Understandably so, Sicilian does dearly need it. Did you think the emblems played a part in that aggression?
Well, for the most part, just tenacities, right? Even Rince, knowing he's on the Tushin, goes for the tenacity with the agility to try and help with the chase potential as well. I feel like it was a bit too aggressive right there, especially with Winnie being on the Hylas. The Hylas does a surprisingly high amount of damage in the early game. And there's 3 tenacities for the side of Team Liquid. So they're fully expecting this brawl style to continue. But look at the damage coming out of Toy, man. And the lane is still pushing.
Okay, meanwhile for the talent predictions, it looks like it's... Is this a fair split?
No!
It's just me.
It's only Eterna.
This is gonna be on TikTok.
If they win, right?
Probably.
If Liquid win,
Hey,
they're looking good right now.
let's
Yehezkiel
skip it, yeah.
got the lead.
There you go, there you go. That's something that they can work with, obviously. But again, right, RRQ, they're also, like Arashi mentioned earlier on before the game begun. Wait a second though, Idok, getting caught a little bit low here. We'll force to kind of retreat from that. But again, RRQ are on a time bomb. TLID with the Sicilian should be able to scale really well into the later stage of the game. So it feels like RRQ now, I'm wondering whether or not they're gonna try and get this early game because right now TLID have the better setup on the turtle.
Whoa! Hazel walking up, retry win! Man, Fabian got locked out by Tyron. Comes the blades, picking up all the blades there with the help of the Revitalizer. Able to out-sustain that damage coming down now. That's the Sanguine Claws! Yehezkiel punches forward, back again. A flicker from Yehezkiel to get rid of Rince.
That's a 2-4-0 trade, ladies and gentlemen. TLID falling quite behind. But with RQ picking up that turtle. Wait a second, Aaron Shiki.
Once Wants a bit more smoke right there. Pull back out though. It's a great start for RRQ to initiate that fight, get the pick off. But afterwards, I feel like they were putting their attention onto the Witty and Iran. And again, especially in this early game, those two are not the targets, man. With two revitalizers, they're gonna sustain for way too long, way too much. So I think RRQ are stuck in a weird spot where they have to dive. They have to go for the other members in the back. Because if they use all their resources on the front, I feel like Team Liquid ID have what it takes to at least control the early game. The mid game, who knows? It'll depend on the gold laner.
And it's not going to be as clear-cut and simple, right? Wait a second, RRQ.
Really picked up. Thrown
Ooh.
back. Will take a bit of damage there. Hazel, though, a level ahead of Fabian on the Ling. Wants to invade the enemy jungle. No, decides against it.
So what's the idea for the Ling right now? Is it going to be more neutral objective-oriented? Is it going to be more kill pressure?
I don't think we've seen too much of Hazel's Ling, actually. At least for me personally. So I feel like the possibilities are still up in the air right now. A big value of the Ling is, of course, the mobility, right? So they have an angle to go for some kind of split if they want to. They can go for big team fights as well. I feel like for RRQ, it's going to be very rotation heavy, with mobility being an emphasis.
Okay. Very aggressive invade there from Hazel. And he gets out without being punished at all. Here, oh, was that Yezkiel took it?
We don't really make it out properly. But yeah, you can see that even though in theory, the Ling is supposed to shine later on in the game, with that mid lane pressure, with Edok being so aggressive, they're actually getting a lot of chances to invade right here. And now RRQ are the first to the turtle pit. Can they do something though? Can they make their move before Team Liquid ID gets in position?
I mean, essentially, if Fabian doesn't get caught out earlier on, like Turtle number 1, they should have a fighting chance. Fabian is level 7 too, so that 50-50 retry battle, wait a second, Hazel just secured another level. So it looks like it might be better set up for RRQ right now.
Actually, the poke damage coming from Toy is there. Dyron though gets chunked very low.
Yezkiel. On to put the damage down. Couldn't call Witty. Burst it down, melted. Even with the tanky HP, Rins though will fall as well. Edok jumps in, able to go with the shove now. Oh, flickers out to safety. Aaron Shiki jumping in. Hazel wins out the retreat. Oh, comes the play, jumping in. Aaron very low. Hazel walks away, gets tossed in on the wall. Aran takes him out.
That was a perfect taunt. That was a perfect taunt. That's a 2-0 trade. Technically 2-for-1 trade as RRQ was able to secure the neutral objective. Again, a very similar story to Turtle number 1.
That's concerning right there. RRQ always kind of falling short in the pickoff game, even though in theory they do have a lot of damage at their disposal still. But for Hazel, I felt like there was a weird moment right there where with the Tempest of Blades where he finished the initial animation and he kind of stood still for a while. But RRQ already active trying to get a run.
Great implosion with a shove too. Now the pickup as Toy gets the kill. Skypiercer, first stack of the game. Up top, TLID with the response. A turret as well, but no kills.
Alright, biggest question here, who's supposed to win the lane? Granger or Harrod?
Level 1 to 4, it is the Granger. And then once Harrod picks up some more items, then he can start to make it a seal matchup.
Are we at that point yet for Aaron Shiki?
I gotta take a look at the items. I think, yes, yeah. He should be Starlium side already.
Yeah, just the Starlium against the Hunter Strike and the Skypiercer for Toy.
Because Toy is 1,000 gold ahead of Aaron Shiki right now.
Especially after that sequence, I feel like RRQ timed it well. The moment where, as a Harriet, you might want to try and start an outplay. RRQ, go for the play and pressure Team Liquid ID away and kind of end the laning phase. Everyone's just moving around randomly right now. Edok though.
He's able to get away for now. Witty goes in. Second clock pulls him back as well. That's a 3-man implosion. Purified from Aaron Shiki. Aaron joins him with the AOG. Now Witty gets caught in the current call. No kill just yet. Toy getting them down. That's Rins picking Aaron Shiki back up. Who doesn't hit the Purify, but yeah, has kill. Gets the Sanguine Claws to stop what's happening up top. Fabian and Hazel hovering over the top side of the map. TLID zone away from the turret in the mid lane, and Toy will continue to siege it down with Dyron.
That was unfortunate for RRQ, man. When Rins comes in with the flicker to try and secure one of those kills, Aaron Shiki is the one that got lifted up. That's the issue with the Chushin. You can't really select who to target. But with that sequence though, RRQ, they get the turtle, and they get a sizable gold advantage out of nowhere. 2.5k, more or less.
Absolutely, absolutely. They're playing the map really well. I mean, one of the main things that the Link can do is the global pressure, and we see the turret actually fall in the top lane, and it didn't seem like Fabian wanted to go in for that 1v1 either. right? It feels like Fabian actually retreated from that area. As we do have a game fact by GoPay. This marks Jushin's debut in MPLID Season 15 after previously having a 100% ban rate. We actually talked about this a little bit in the drafting phase earlier on, but back into the game, 3.5k gold lead now for RRQ, and it looks like they're continuously pressuring here.
Oh no, bad position. Rin's able to get out. Explosion! Edog finds a crazy 7 somehow. Aaron stays alive there, finally gets assassinated by Diamond Baby Low. Hazel finds him in the back and assassinates him too.
And the Kingdom goes wild in the MPL arena. 4-for-1 trade, a tower in the top lane. This is looking like a disaster for the Cavalry.
He's gonna pop the protection on the top side. They won't be able to get the turret, but what was that? It was looking so even until Edok just exploded with that implosion. There was 4 members immediately caught in a combo. And RRQ did not waste that opportunity, man. Team Liquid ID now very clearly on the back foot. They have that late game. They do have the Heskiel that's going to scale indefinitely. But we've seen RRQ crack open the toughest of bases before. If they can maintain the gold lead, if they can maintain their control of the neutral objective, they might even try and end the game and just skip through the whole team fight to begin with.
Yep, that's exactly what we're looking at right now, especially now RRQ in terms of objective control. Hazel is what, level 14 as compared to Fabian, who is at level 12. So there's a 2-level gap between both of these junglers. I don't see a way where TLID take this one.
Not right now. I mean, even if they do land an ideal combo, they get the AOG, they get the Glorious Pathway, there's just not enough damage to back it up. Your Heskiel is only sitting on a glowing one. Look at Aaron Shiki being targeted, but no, Witty.
Glorious Pathway trying to dodge away. Oh, shoved out of the pathway. Picked up by Rins to the shots of Toy. That is a dead horse. Put down.
This is what happens when you pick a Hylos into a Jushin, and it's not a normal Jushin. This is Rins on one of his secret weapon heroes, and we see exactly the damage that it can impact onto for TLID. And now, this Lord is marching in the bottom lane. Can TLID defend this?
They only have 2 items in the hands of Aaron Shiki, 3rd on the way, and only 2 on the hands of Sicilian as well.
TLID trying to defend right now. Holy defense already blocked. Oh, he waves Witty! Oh, pulled back by Lins! Again for Toy!
144 KDA right now. It's not the best game for Witty on the Hylos, and it doesn't end here. We do see 3 lanes still crashing. Dyron going very aggressively inside.
Aaron getting shredded to half HP. Dog! Again with the implosion! He finds 2, and it is all over. TLID! Only Fabian left to defend. Bottom lane, another base turret up top. Another one goes down. 2 more waves. Witty, Glorious Pathway to the side. That's Fabian almost bursted down. Witty to be next as well. Fabian jumping back and forth, but Witty will not be able to survive. Toy with a flicker forward to get a double and to end things quick. 11 minutes.
11 minutes and a 10k gold lead for RRQ, the Kings of Kings. Very dominant game, very dominant showing by RRQ to open up this match.
What was that, dude? We were talking about the late game possibility. I think this game just broke the record for fastest game of the season. That was 11 minutes and 3 seconds.
I think so too. I don't think we've had a 10-minute match.
What was that,
game.
dude? We just didn't
Double check.
allow Team Liquid ID to have any response whatsoever.
I think our